Well, today was a real soaker. Welcome to this weather video. Uh, Still raining out there very lightly, very lumbering, low pressure. You can see the center of the low right over the Great Lakes. This is an earlier satellite just before sunset. But a real soaker today. We'll look at the current one, CONUS satellite here. You see there's our lumbering low pressure system, and I guess that would be Melissa right over there, looking rather non-tropical at this point. But you can see it is pulling in some moisture from Melissa, and that helped enhance the rainfall today. That sound you hear is just I'm using that portable AC as a dehumidifier because it's very humid in here. We got a decent amount of rain. Right now it's wrapping up. You can see most of the rain is done with. We do have some heavier rain over southeast and New England. A few more showers, but most of it is over with. But we still have a few more showers. So I'm probably going to be doing another video tomorrow night as we get the final rainfall totals, and I'll go over this weekend's weather tomorrow. This will cover the weather today and tomorrow, this video. So you can see this was when we refresh this. I think these winds have dropped off now. But now they decided to issue a wind advisory, I guess, for tomorrow. Should have been one for today. Winds have dropped off, but they're going to pick up. Yeah, that's noon Friday to midnight Friday night. Wind advisory. You can see the winds have really dropped off. Temperatures in the 60s. It's damp. It's humid out there. 63 and the dew point is 61 at Shirley. Let's take a look and see how much rainfall has fallen for today. And you can see a really good amount in a lot of areas here. 2.20 at West Hampton. Islip got 2.15. 0.82 at Farmingdale. Depending on who got the heavier rain. At Portier and Central Nassau for much of the late afternoon and evening hours. Right in the middle of the rush, too. 2.36 at Belrose. And going down into the Jersey Shore area, we got 1.5 inches in Toms River. Some areas further north, over 2 inches of rain, according to this map. Yeah, quite impressive here. Look at all the rain also in northern Jersey, too, over 2 inches. You could say I think this should put the end into the drought here. Over 2.23 inches in Bethany, Connecticut. Much of Connecticut also getting a lot of rain. Stamford, 2.89 inches, so almost 3 inches in some areas. And it's still raining a little bit, so we may still add on to these rainfall totals as well. Very, very impressive. Very, very impressive rainfall totals. We'll go and we'll rewind the radar and we'll kind of show you what happened earlier here. I made a post about it, but if we go to the radar, you'll see much of the day, and especially in the afternoon, we were dealing with this line, this slow-moving line of heavy downpours. There was not much lighting with it, but you could call them thunderstorms almost like the squall line almost, but very slow-moving. It took its time moving across, and that dumped. You had at least inch-plus an hour rainfall rates in that really heavy band of rain there as it moved through, and it kind of spread out. And then there was another one over northern New Jersey and a few more showers here that get close to the current radar now. But yeah, it really did pour a lot. Let's see if they have any rainfall totals. They do have rainfall amounts and wind reports, which we'll go over, but we'll go over again tomorrow. You can see Greenwich and Fairfield County, almost 3 inches of rain there. New Haven, Oxford, 2.78 inches. So Connecticut, really getting a lot of rain. Salem, 2.09 inches. Bergen County, 2.63. Oakland there. So Bergen also. All the high amounts are close to 3 inches here. Essex and Caldwell, almost 2.80 inches. In Hudson County, Jersey City got 2.10 inches. And look at that. Mountainside, Union County, almost 3 inches. Bronx County, Kings County, almost 2.79 inches in Sheepshead Bay in Brooklyn. In Nassau County, a high amount there, 2.16 in Manhasset Hills. In Midtown, 2.09 inches. In Orange County, 2.23 inches. Of course, we're not completely done yet. There's still some rain falling. 2.64 at Ozone Park. Rockland County, 2.70. Suffolk County, let's see, Jamesport got up to 2.79 inches. Stony Brook, 2.63. Blue Point, 2.08 inches. Really impressive amounts in Suffolk County. 1.90 at West Hampton. That's funny because the thing I had more listed. So that's saying some of these numbers might be a little bit old here. 8 o'clock observation at Upton, 1.56. So I think these numbers are going to be higher, which is why I'm going to revisit this tomorrow. Hartsdale, Westchester County, 2.94 inches. Let's go look at rainfall reports. Oh no, we already looked at rainfall reports. Wind reports. So wind gusts. 52 mile an hour wind gust at Bridgeport. Let's see. Looking at the more impressive ones, Farmingdale gusted to 51, and 58 at Robbins Reef, New Jersey. So the winds definitely were strong here with this. Definitely needed a wind advisory for this event. Not sure why they only waited until now to issue one, but they finally did issue one. Let's I'm going to look at one more thing. I wanted to see if there were any flooding reports. They have any local storm reports. All right, there were records broken today, I guess. Rainfall records, maximum rainfall records broken as well. A lot of sites, Newark, LaGuardia, and Kennedy. Islip climate. That was taken before the rain was done. I'm not going to look at that. We can go over it tomorrow, I think. Let's see if we have any storm reports. No. I'm sure there was a lot of flooding of roadways and stuff due to there was some flooding in the subways too. So the usual stuff with this heavy rain. There was some flash flood warnings in effect and stuff like that. So let's go to the models now. Just go over the weather for tomorrow as the storm pulls on out of here. And again, just a very wet, miserable day across the area today. Let's go and look at the European. Well, actually, we're not even going to look at any of the long-range models, just the shorter range. So obviously this low gets on out of here. Could still be a couple more showers. And then tomorrow we should be dry, but you notice how tight those isobars are. That means we're going to be dealing with wind. And these dew points will come down. So I know it's very moist out right now, but those dew points should start dropping after midnight slowly. It's to take a while in the alley for that to happen. But the dew points will drop into the 40s and then some maybe 30s by tomorrow night. Temperatures. Obviously, the temperatures will have risen this evening. They're peaking in the 60s, but they'll be dropping to the low and middle 50s by morning. And then tomorrow we'll have highs only in the 50s, probably a little chilly. And then tomorrow night we drop back into the 40s with the temperatures. Skies, we will have plenty of clouds around, so we'll go ahead and look at that. I think we will see some breaks in the morning maybe. But clouds will generally be dominating. Maybe a little less as we get, especially toward the evening. I think the skies will tend to clear. Now let's talk about those wind gusts tomorrow. We'll go ahead and look at Ventus Sky first for this. Obviously, right now we're getting a little break from the wind, but they do pick up again. As we get toward the morning, you'll see the winds gusting up to 30 miles an hour. And then in the afternoon, the winds pick up even more. But I still don't think they'll be as strong as today. But they've got the wind advisory in effect. This is showing 34. It looks like toward the evening is really when it's going to peak. Here we go. Toward the evening, you're going to see wind gusts close to 40 miles an hour. And it gets even stronger as we get toward the evening. So it's mainly the evening hours that are going to be dealing with these winds, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts, particularly over eastern Long Island, as that pressure gradient really tightens. As you can see there, really tight pressure gradient as we head into tomorrow night. So there could be possibly some more isolated power outages. Right now, looking at power outages, we don't have too many. Only 664 customers without power. I don't think any transit service was impacted by this storm, at least not at this time. There was some delays on the subway because while they were removing water from the tracks. Some delays on the Oyster Bay line. That's not due to the weather. Let's go and we'll just go to the windy.com model as well. Look at that. And then lastly, we got to talk about Melissa just briefly here. So, all right, we got to go to wind gusts. Go to tomorrow, and you'll see, you're going to be dealing with those 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts, particularly in the afternoon. So in the afternoon, it's going to be pretty windy. And then the winds kind of drop off a little bit as we get toward the evening a little bit. But it's going to be pretty windy tomorrow. That's why we need that wind advisory in effect. Now, let's go talk about Melissa. I'm sure it's weakened a lot. It looks like it's weakened a tremendous amount when we look at it on the satellite. Still pretty formidable, though. Becomes less organized as it rapidly moves northeastward. It looks like it will be affecting Bermuda. As of 8 p.m., its location 31.3 north, 68.9 west, about 260 miles west-southwest of Bermuda. Maximum sustained winds are 105 miles an hour. Moving northeast at 32 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure 970 millibars to 8.65 inches. And they're not expecting much change in strength. Hurricane force winds now extend outward up to 80 miles from the center. Tropical storm force winds now extend outward up to 255 miles from the center. Automated stations in Bermuda have been reporting wind gusts near 40 miles an hour in the past hour. So we'll have to revisit the weather and hazards observation viewer and take a look at Bermuda. We can get some observations out of there and see what's going on. They've now got a gust of 53. So it looks like the storm is going to its west. Let's take a look at it on the satellite. It doesn't look that impressive on the satellite anymore. You can see because it's getting picked up by the trough. But it is now moving very quickly. It's booking it. So there's Bermuda. Looks like the worst of it's going to miss Bermuda. There's Bermuda right there. But yeah, definitely getting picked up. You can see how the moisture is kind of getting pulled off Melissa and helped to enhance the rainfall a little bit. GLM, not a lot of lightning in this right now, so it's not going to really strengthen anymore. It's probably going to get weaker as time goes on. But still, impressive hurricane for this far north. It's definitely moving very quickly now. We'll go ahead and look at it one more time on the Tropical Tidbits satellite, but that will be it, I think, after this. So there it is, moving past Bermuda. There's Bermuda right there, but the Bermuda's missing the worst part of this. So anyway, that's going to wrap things up. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about the weekend weather and get some updated rainfall totals. Have a good night.